Nation of Fit in 10, it is day 66, and we have 4.5 days left, roughly, in this challenge. And if you don't already know, the scans are up. The scan times are up for your final scan. I want to remind you to please wear your clothing that you wore for your initial photos. All right, try to wear the same clothing if you can remember. If you don't remember, then I don't know, you can ask me. I guess I could look, right? Or I could send you the photos if you don't remember. But yeah, but just try to wear the same clothing. It will show the best. And also a reminder, if you can, do not work out prior to the scan. Do not work out the day prior to the scan, I should say, if possible. All right, and the reason for this is just because we chew through a lot of glycogen. That glycogen replenishment takes a couple days, and so this just generally shows on your scan as lower muscle mass, because the mass in the muscle is actually lower because you lost water in the muscle mass, right? This is one reason why keto diets, you lose so much weight in the first week, is because you lose a lot of water because there's no carbohydrates in the diet. And the carbohydrates are the primary water holding, you could say, ingredient in the muscle. And the muscles can store a lot of water, especially if you have more muscle. If you have more muscle, the more muscle you have, the more you can manipulate your body weight. How about that? It's true. Okay. All right, let's is there something else I want to mention about yesterday's question? My question is, how soon after the workout, in minutes, for example, should I be having carbohydrates and the protein? Yeah, I think I said 30 to 60 minutes. That would be good. You know, within 30 minutes, no more than 60 minutes for sure. Just on a note here, I know that in the questionnaire they mentioned the ATP product that I carry, the MyoPrime. This is really, really good for recovery, really, really good for helping to put on muscle. It's a creatine monohydrate, and it's also hydroxymethylbutyrate, which is HMB, which is just a leucine metabolite, it's just amino acid metabolite. Really, really good for preventing protein breakdown, and this happens a lot when you're training. Also, electrolytes are really important. I sell an electrolyte mix. If you are dehydrated, that is, you don't have enough water in your system and or electrolytes, your performance can be hindered by what is touted to be up to 15%. So more often than not, if you don't have energy when you're working out, more often than not, it is electrolyte and or water depletion, or lack of water and electrolytes, essentially. Okay. All right. Anything else I want to say on this? I guess not. So let's go on. Somebody else wrote me, so it was very nice. This is under name something specific you can improve upon for the following week. Still working on meeting my steps each day. The weather has been limiting, although I'm fully aware that this is an excuse. Yeah, it's an excuse, but I will admit I walk less when it's like this myself. I don't typically go for walks like I would in the summertime in this type of weather. So I hear you. Is there anything else you'd like me to cover in this week's video series? Micronutrients. I noticed since I've become focused on meeting my macros, I am probably eating a lot less vegetables than before, since they don't significantly contribute to the macros. I can take them or leave them since I'm already very satiated due to the high protein intake. Obviously, veggies have other benefits. I'm wondering your advice on this. Yeah, I would try to get a mix of colorful fruits and vegetables for sure. But this is something that's really, really hard to measure, especially certain micronutrients like minerals. The minerals come from the earth. It doesn't come from what primarily fuels the growth of the plant, right? Which is carbon dioxide and sunlight and water, right? Carbon dioxide. Anyways, I won't talk about that right now. But they need those things to fuel their growth. And when it comes to micronutrients, that's primarily coming from the earth. How much of the micronutrients does the earth contain? We don't know. So this is really, really hard to say. Most of the, well, I would think all of the vitamins are coming through, again, that aspect of CO2 and sunlight and water. That's really what is allowing or producing the vitamins in the vegetables. The micronutrients are coming from the earth, and how much is there, I have no idea. Also, when fruits and vegetables sit around for a while, they can tend to, unless they're frozen, they can tend to lose nutrition as well. Also, the way you cook them, the way you store them, all these have an effect. So my suggestion is do your best. I wouldn't worry about trying to count micronutrients. We don't really know what the micronutrients are in each fruit or vegetable. What I would suggest is, oh, I don't even have it here, or do I have it here? What I would suggest, no, I don't have it here, is a good multivitamin mineral complex. And actually the one that I carry, Daily Defense, it's part of the ATP Lab immune system defense line. It is a very potent and it contains very potent and highly bioavailable forms of all your vitamins, your minerals, and it also has a fruit and vegetable extract in it. So the only downfall would be that, you know, they're fairly large capsules. They're not tablets, they're capsules. And they recommend about 6 per day. So obviously if you're a smaller person, maybe take a little bit less than that. If you're a bigger person, you maybe take a little bit more than that. But it ensures that you're getting all of your vital nutrients. Okay, or most of your vital nutrients. I would say all your essential micros you're getting for sure. All right, so that would be my recommendation. Trying to get it from food is just so hard because, I mean, you don't know what's in it, and you don't, I mean, it just becomes, I mean, trying to get your macros and your micros and you don't know what's in, it's impossible. Okay, just take a really good multivitamin. Do not take something like Centrum or something. This is, you're not going to get, they're cheap. You get what you pay for. They're cheap forms of vitamins and minerals, and they're not going to be bioavailable. Okay, you need to spend the money, honestly. Okay, 7.5 minutes. Let's get to the message of the day. On this day 66, you're as happy as you allow yourself to be. You're as happy as you allow yourself to be. No one else is in control of how you view the world and your life. Your happiness is up to you. Your happiness is up to you. And I truly do believe this. Granted, for sure, it's perhaps in some circumstances a little easier said than done. But ultimately, how we view things, how we choose to accept things, how we choose to view the world, glass half empty, glass half full, is really up to you. One way that you can boost your level of happiness is just to list all the things that you are thankful for, which I think I've already mentioned that before once, and I never got one person write me and be thankful for 5 things, which I did ask. I didn't get one person. This is the first challenge this has ever happened, by the way. 5 things that you should be thankful for. And you should be able to make a list of, like, I would say at least 50 or 100 things that you're thankful for. And many of those things, most people in the world don't have. Right? We are among the luckiest people in the world. You are as happy as you allow yourself to be. No one else is in control of how you view your world. Well, I guess so, or your life. Your happiness is up to you. Your happiness is up to you. It truly is. It's up to you. Start with a gratitude journal. Trust me, makes a big difference. Think of all the things that you have, even the basic things, even the things that we just take for granted. Think of all the things that we have that if they're taken away, like we know this when the electricity goes out, right? We know, we're like, what? Like, I can't live. I need the electricity, right? We take that for granted because we just get it every day. All right, I think I'm going to stop there. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself for the love of God, give some gratitude. If you have not booked your scan, make sure you do. www.calendly.com/train-on-main, and I'll talk to you guys all very soon. See you guys. Oh, I got to talk about memberships too. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. See you guys.